we have two plans of attack. Get the ball wide, fast to the wingers. That's plan A. And if plan A don't work, set pieces. There's no plan C, plan E, plan F, plan G, plan H, plan I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. There's none. There's two plans, bro. Get the ball to Saka and Trossard, or get a corner and pray for the best, blood. You get me? This is not sustainable. This is not acceptable for Arsenal Football Club, blood. Do you understand? We, like I said, could have had one hand on the trophy, but now we're shitting ourselves. Now it's squeaky bum time. You get me? And there's a lot more trials and tribulations that we will endure. Do you understand? We got Leeds next, bro. Away, blood. You see what these men are keeping up at Ellen Road, blood. Yeah, we do have a good record. That is the, you understand, the cushion, the buffer, the safe zone. You get me? Is that we do have a good record, but that don't matter, blood. Yeah, because we had a good record against Man United at the Emirates. And what did they do today? They come and put us in a spliff. They come and possibly ended our season, bro. This could be our season done in January, bro, in the Premier League. Yeah, it's a good thing that we're still in the Carabao FA Cup. We're in a great position in the Champions League, because this one here is looking mad.
Yeah, star boy. Bruv, you need to hold bench for a long time, mate. Yeah, you have been rubbish for over a year. How you keep playing 90 minutes is crazy to me. 7 years deep. This manager's tactical change was to put Saka on the left. They're winning the game 2-1. They bring a Dorgu off. Yeah, fair play, Man United, by the way. Can't stand your club. Fair play. You fully deserve to win that game. Yeah, that was disgusting from us today. Absolutely disgusting. That result has been coming for a minute. I can't lie. We should have got the warning shot against Wolves, mate. Yeah? Clap up your head top. Yeah, against Wolves. We got away with it against them. Liverpool, rubbish. Didn't even try and attack them in the second half. Park the bus. Yeah, Nottingham Forest away. Rubbish. Their goalkeeper today. Corner. Yeah, cool, I'll just punch it, mate. Yeah, he did well today, that goalkeeper. Yeah, apart from our second goal. Yeah, he was actually good. But guess what? We never really made him make any saves, innit? Never really made him make any saves.
But who was it who stepped up? I think is his first name Jeremy? I think it's Jeremy. Patrick Dorgu, sorry, Jeremy Dorgu. Patrick Dorgu's goal is a wonder goal. He won't hit a better strike probably in the next 10 years. That is a belter. That goal alone is good enough to win any football match. But at the Emirates, against the best team in the Premier League, against a team that's won 7 Champions League games in a row, against a team that's very, very close to getting a League Cup final, against a team that's the favourites to win multiple honours this season, against the best goalkeeper in the league. That is a wonder strike. Runs onto it, left peg, outside of the boot. Reminded me of Cissé's goal for Newcastle against Chelsea. Take nothing away from that strike. That was absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous strike. It really, really was.
Credit to Man United. They weathered the first half an hour. Yeah, they beat Manchester. Obviously, going into this game, yeah, they beat Manchester City. And you know what? They've slapped both the title rivals. They said, you lot fighting for a league, yeah? Is well, it is, innit? United, fair play in the last 2 games, innit? Ahmad, I'm going to get you back because you're chatting. But you have to give, I think they played with maturity. I've seen this movie several times. They come into the Emirates, you know, they had no win in 7. This is their first win in 8. You know, we started, in my opinion anyways, first half an hour, we started very well. You know, we played with the balls all in their own half. You have to be able to weather the storm. That happens in many a Premier League game when you're visiting the away ground. I think they did that. The only thing we did well is score some goals.
Where I feel like we're getting almost the worst of both sides of being top of the league and not knowing how to manage that. Because on one hand, there is absolutely a fear that we are playing with at the moment of bottling it again. I genuinely do believe that. I think we've seen it against Liverpool and against Forest and now against Manchester United, where we are playing with fear. That's what it feels like to me. And I think that fear comes from, oh God, we're top. Oh God, we can't bottle it again. But at the same time, it's like they're playing with a mindset of like, you can imagine, right? They're being told in the changing room, relax. we're 7 points clear. We're however many points clear. It's 4 now, but we're 7 points clear. Relax. Long way to go. Don't let yourselves get caught up in the title race. But they're too relaxed because they're lacking the intensity. They're lacking the intensity of a team that is desperate to win a title. So it's like, mentally, we're desperate to win it, which is causing fear, but we're also trying to be relaxed, which is causing a lack of intensity. I think it's causing a double whammy at the moment. I really do.
But one of the best, and you are causing problems. And the thing is with Dorgu, it's almost like wing back, like he had too much time to think, like he had too much time to assess. In this new role that Carrick has got him in this front line, he is getting in the pockets, combining, connecting, the 1-2s, the give and goes, the pace, the power. Absolutely excellent. Casemiro waiting every single pass to perfection. Just a deep line playmaker. It's not something we associate Casemiro for at Real Madrid with the Toni Krooses and the Luka Modric. But today, the passing was absolutely exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. He dominated that midfield. The conversation, you know, whether it be Zubamendi or it be Declan Rice, Odegaard versus this Manchester United midfield three. Saeed was getting cooked to oblivion, and including me for even comparing the two midfields, because what Arsenal have put up in terms of, you know, games in the elite level against the Bayern Munich, the Atletico Madrid, the Champions League versus the 40-game season for Manchester United, it just felt so unfair to even compare. But for today in isolation, you have to give it to Manchester United's midfield. They were absolutely excellent. Excellent. Mbeumo, up front, on his own, holding up the ball, trying to make things stick. The finish, we're going to get into the goals. For Arsenal to make individual errors, we saw it from Gabriel not so long ago. Now we see it from Zubamendi, overplaying, overpassing, but the weight was awful and it fell to Mbeumo, and that finish just rounding the goalkeeper, it reminded me of Nicolas Anelka. It was composed, it was cool as ice.
Just by going, you know what, lads? Play with freedom. Mbeumo, Bruno, Dorgu, Ahmad, they all look free. Kobbie Mainoo, free Kobbie Mainoo. We've seen the T-shirts. He looks free. 4 at the back. Lissandro and Maguire at centre-back. A lot of Arsenal fans don't rate either one of them. Look at the state of us today against them. We didn't trouble none of them. We didn't trouble any of them. Man United, 3 shots on target, 3 goals, 100% record of hitting the target. Arsenal, 4 shots on target. Collectively, this is one of the worst attacks I've ever seen at Arsenal. I've never watched an Arsenal team that is so short of ideas and ways of scoring. We just whip crosses in, put 5 players around the 6-yard box and put crosses in and see if someone nods it in, see if it falls to someone, and you just... Those 2 goals we scored today are a reflection of how we attack. No creativity, no shots from outside the area. No skill, no 1-2s, no excitement, nothing. How are we supposed to win the league? Because I tell you something, this is just my opinion, by the way. If Man City get ahead of us, I don't think we'll catch them for the rest of the season. Our only hope is that somehow, by hook or by crook, we stay away from them. As I said, their next 2 Premier League games are Tottenham and Liverpool, as are Leeds and Sunderland. But Leeds at Ellen Road ain't easy, and Sunderland took points off us at their place. And really, can we rely on Tottenham and Liverpool to take points off City the way they're playing? The only good thing is both their games are away, but it's very hard to believe in this system. I don't believe that all these players are this poor in attack.